What is going on, YouTubians of the interwebs? It is Friday. How are you? Talking at you today about music and the questions I always get about why I talk about music and why I talk about people who are different and not quote-unquote normal. Well, first off, I'm going to talk about music. I get the question a lot, why do I talk about music so much in a lot of my videos? Explanation. I'm a musician. I've been a musician since I was 9 years old. I've been influenced by music a lot earlier than 9, and music is a huge part of my life. I've been in probably almost every genre that you can think of, on one instrument, or being a part of the background scenes, or doing photography work for certain local bands and things like that. I'm a drummer, trumpeter, and I play piano just enough. I play enough piano that I can write. I've done vocal ensembles when I was younger. And obviously, being an instrumentalist, I played in orchestras, I've played in brass ensembles, I played in jazz bands, some really good jazz bands, mind you, jazz combos, I've played in ska bands, I've played in punk bands, I've played in metal bands on drum kit, I played in ska and punk bands on my drum kit as well, and a little bit of jazz here and there too, trying it because, I'm used to playing brass when I'm playing jazz. But it's a huge part of who I am, and I'm doing something in some way, shape, or form with music because it's built into you. And it doesn't matter how old you are when you start off playing music, you could be the most amazing thing ever, and until you show that to people, nobody's ever going to know. Or you're able to flourish due to being an education system. We'll get to that in a second, though. First, being able to show it to people. I'm going to talk to you about somebody I saw the other day. And it's funny, I'm talking about bands I used to be in and things like that. An old friend of mine who was a vocal instructor sent me a text the other day, and he goes, man, you got to check this guy out. He's on Britain's Got Talent. He's like 12 years old. This cat has a voice like I haven't heard in a long time. And I'm like, all right, man, I have no problem checking that out. Tell me his name. So he shoots me the name, and the kid's name is Ronan Parke. Now, the name Ronan, it's just awesome. I'm sorry. It's like, the name Ronan is such a cool name, first of all. I mean, it kind of reminds me of something from, like, Lord of the Rings, It's like, Ronan of the House of Parke, son of Lord, whatever. It's just kind of a wickedly cool name. But anyways, back to what I was getting at with the music aspect of that. Ronan Parke is on Britain's Got Talent. So I checked out the link and I went to YouTube and I checked it out, and I was just like, damn, this kid's got a voice. And he just blew me away. And that's the thing. He's a musician. It's built into him because obviously he's had instruction, but you can't just wake up one morning and have this amazing voice. I mean, it's got to be a part of you, and then somebody's got to help you mold it. And Ronan Parke, apparently, obviously, and very known without any doubt in my mind, has started to grasp the concept of being able to control who he is as a musician, which is his instrument, which is his voice. And through instruction, he was able to mold his voice to the way he is on Britain's Got Talent. And I'll put the link in the down bar, or down here in the lower section of my body where it's supposed to be. Going on to the instructional part of it, and if there aren't any teachers or there's no education out there for musicians, some people like young Ronan. Now, Ronan was, I don't know if it was a private teacher or whatnot, but regardless of who it is, there has to be some instruction for some of these cats to be able to mold their I still take lessons myself with whatever instrument I'm playing, because I'm a student of music until the day I die. I'm not going to call myself a quote-unquote professional. I am a student of music until the day I die, and I always want to take from somebody else and try to make it a part of me if I think it's something good. And when you are under instructions from someone, it really helps you continue down that road of the musical life. And without that, being able to see other people or learn other aspects of how they see music, it's kind of hard for somebody like myself or young Ronan or any of you other cats out there who play musical instruments or sing to mold your craft. And education systems now are cutting out the first thing that they see that they don't believe belongs there, and it's music. And it's not fair because there's a lot of cats out there that aren't really good at sports, or maybe it's not their thing because music is their niche and it's who they are. And if they cut that aspect of their life out, they don't have that instruction to help them mold their craft. So I mean, and I know I've talked about this in another video before about education and why music is cut first, and it's not really a fair thing at all, and it's wrong. So I mean, if you ever hear about that, make sure to fight it because it's not fair. I mean, if you watch the link in the down bar, trust me, there could be hundreds of Ronans out there, regardless of what country or state you live in. You never know though, because they don't have the ability to mold themselves and flourish as a musician because the education isn't there for them. They don't have that instruction to make them a better musician or a better student in the life of the musical realm, should I say. Now, all musicians are different. I'm going to get to this real quick before I send you off, so to speak. All musicians are different. We're different people. I wear a fedora, and people know me for this hat because it's who I am. And the first question I get from people who don't know me, they're like, hey man, you must be some sort of a musician, because, you know, because I'm an artist type. A lot of people look at us artist types as different, as being strange. Now, one thing that bothers me is us artist types are always looked at as strange. We're not. We're just like everybody else. It doesn't matter who they are. They're always looked a little bit different. Like young Ronan here, if you take a look in the down bar, he's a little different. But there's nothing wrong with that because it's an expression. It's expressing himself. It's what artists do. It's what musicians do. It's what our type do. It's what theater rats do, so to speak. Everybody has to understand that it's not fair to bother somebody or make fun of somebody because they're different. And I've obviously got tons of videos about this, so I'm not going to go in depth into it. But after I saw this video and I looked at comments and things like that on other websites, people were ripping this poor little guy apart. And this cat has the courage to get up on stage in front of millions on TV and show who he is. A lot of people who are these quote-unquote big sports guys and things like that, they don't, you know, sometimes they don't have the courage to do this. Don't bash people for being different. Because us artist types, we're the ones that make that music that you listen to every day. We're the ones that draw those pictures. We're the ones that put together those video games. We're the ones that craft the things that you enjoy and you take for granted because you have no problem putting somebody down because they're different. Don't do it, please. I beg of you, don't do it. It's not right. And as for myself, being a musician, I love it. It's my life. Check out Ronan. Tell me what you guys think. And here's a question to you. What do you think? Do you think that music is something that isn't a big deal? Or do you think it is a major deal? And I would love to hear your responses about anything I've talked about, either in a video response or in the comments down below. Please feel free. With all that said, as I say at the end of every one of my videos, stay safe online and in the real world. I'll talk at you next time.